Hello, everybody. Mike from Southern California again. And on today's episode of Voices Big and Small, I'll be profiling the voice acting career of Cherami Leigh. Um, so here we go. So first off, a little background information, of course. Cherami Leigh, born Cherami Leigh Kuhn on July 19th, 1988, is an American voice actress who has provided the voices for a number of English language versions of Japanese anime series and video games with Funimation, Bang Zoom Entertainment, and Studiopolis. Now, for those of you who don't realize, Bang Zoom Entertainment does have its own studio as well, but they also, along with Studiopolis, have basically been subcontracted by Viz Media. So she's on a lot of Funimation dubs. She's on like a lot of some LA based dubs out of Bang Zoom and Viz. So some of her more notable roles include Sai Kashiwagi in Peach Girl, Cecily Campbell in The Sacred Blacksmith, um, Tamaki Kawazoe in Bamboo Blade, Patty Thompson in Soul Eater, Asuna Yuki in Sword Art Online, Iris Hart in Hyperdimension Neptunia series, Sailor Venus in the Viz Media dub of Sailor Moon, Sarada Uchiha currently Sarada Uchiha in Boruto Naruto Next Generation, as well as Lucy Heartfilia and the different versions of Lucy in Fairy Tail, as well as Lucy's mother, and I can't even remember mother's name at the point. But anyways, a little bit more biographical information on Cherami. Leigh began acting at the age of 6. She studied the Meisner technique with Nancy Chartier from the age of 9. As a child actor, she played Gretchen in Finding North, Marcia in Temple Grandin, a young Leanne Rimes in Holiday in Your Heart, Stacey Anderson in The President's Men, and also appeared on Walker, Texas Ranger multiple times. She attended Hebron High School in Carrollton. She studied theater at Collin College in Plano, Texas. She also worked for Radio Disney as a DJ with voiceover promotions and commercials for ABC Radio for 10 years. And of course, another person who passed through Funimation as well, Kyle Hebert, also was with Radio Disney. So in 2013, she moved to Los Angeles, where she continued to pick up continued voice work. Again with Bang Zoom and Studiopolis. Working on Bang Zoom and Viz Media dubs, and began taking on some live action roles. So let's look at her credits here in chronological order, just so you guys know some of the work she's been in. So starting in 2007, her first role with Funimation, she was cast as Sunako Kirishiki in Shiki. Shiki was an anime about a town overrun by vampires, trying to take over the town, in which, of course, in Japanese, they're called Shiki, living dead, basically. Also in 2007, she was cast as Sai Kashiwagi in Peach Girl, who was basically a frenemy of the main character, Momo Adachi, oftentimes trying to take her boyfriend away. Not a very nice role to have, mind you, but yeah. Yeah, 2007 were her first two roles. Then as we move into 2008, she was cast as Naomi in Witchblade. She was cast as Beatrice in the Girls with Guns anime Gunslinger Girl Il Tarantino. As Beatrice, I believe, was one of the other assassins, one of the newer assassins that was brought in. Um, she was also in 2008 cast in the Funimation dub of One Piece as Isa, Miss Golden Week, Pepper, and Carol Masterson. She was also cast as Primula in Shuffle and as Himawari Kunoji in Holic. And that was a pretty good show. Holic was a very interesting show. The idea of getting different perspectives. Many of you know Holic is a Clamp series. Um, some very interesting storytelling, so you might want to check that out. Also, further in 2008, she was cast as Makoto Hozumi in Sasami Magical Girls Club. She was Mami Izumi in Gaire Zero. She was basically the lead heroine opposite Todd Havicorn in Ghost Hunt as cast as Mai Taniyama in Ghost Hunt. She was cast as Kirimi Nekozawa in an Oran High School Host Club. Basically taking the character she voiced, took an interest in Tamaki. You know, had some of the basically was a character who was really into the whole harem, reverse harem type genre in anime and manga, and she was able to label each of the guys correctly. And finally, in 2008, in Negima with Negima in the with the question marks here. Remember, there were two. There was the one with just the exclamation point. This one was the second version, the one with the question mark. She was cast as Setsuna Sakurazaki and Akira Kochi, and also in some of the OVAs associated with this particular series, spring and summer. Then in 2009, she got cast as Road Camelot in D. Gray Man, followed by her being cast as Ayano Kanagi in Kaze no Stigma, which I believe she was the lead heroine, lead character, lead heroine in that series. She was also cast in Big Windup as Shio Shinooka, and she was also cast in the Funimation dub of Sergeant Frog as Natsumi Hinata, the lead character. She was cast as Shijima Kurakano in Nabari no O, and then in one of the many great fighting animes I've seen, Kenichi the Mightiest Disciple, she was cast as Honoka Shirahama. She was also cast, as I said earlier, as Tamaki Kawazoe in Bamboo Blade, which was about a school kendo club, a school kendo team, kind of a sports anime one involving, the sport of kendo in Japan, which, for those of you who don't know, kendo is basically like sword fighting, but in this particular case, obviously they don't use steel swords; they use bamboo swords. To learn more about technique and stuff like that. Then in 2010, she was 2010 she was cast as in the Funimation dub of the Birdie the Mighty Decode anime as Natsumi Hayamiya, and then in Rin Daughters of Mnemosyne, She was cast as Yuki Maeno. And also in 2010, she was cast as Patty, one half of the Thompson sisters, Patty Thompson, who were partnered with Death the Kid and Soul Eater. She was also cast in Strike Witches as Yoshika Miyafuji, and in Hitalia Actress Powers, she was cast as Liechtenstein, the country Liechtenstein in Hitalia Actress Powers. Also in 2010, she was cast in Corpse Princess as Itsuki Yanagami. And then from 2010 to 2012, she was Hibiki in Sekirei. In 2011, she was cast in Black Butler as Elizabeth Medford. And then another one of her more well-known roles, in 2011, she was cast in The Sacred Blacksmith as Cecily Campbell. She was May Ren in Dance in the Vampire Bund in 2011 as well. Also in 2011, probably one of her top 5 most famous roles was as Lucy Hartfilia, and of course the many different versions of Lucy as well in Fairy Tale 2011 to the present. And then in Steins Gate, she was cast as Amane Suzuha. And then she was actually that started in 2012. She was cast as Amane Suzuha in Steins Gate. And then she was also cast in Bigata HK, Yamada's first time as Miharu Takeshita. And then she was Knee Socks in Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt. And then in 2012, she got cast in Is This a Zombie series as Euclidwood Hellscythe. And then, of course, she was also involved. And then as we get to 2013, we're going to start seeing it. A couple of her first roles, of course, she was cast as Kazari Ueharu in A Certain Scientific Railgun and Certain Scientific Railgun S, as well as Wahani Shumei in Tenchi Muyo War on Gemini in the Funimation dub of that particular series. And then as she moved out to LA, one of her first roles in LA was as Asuna Yuki in the Sword Art Online series, as well as the movies and stuff like that. And then she was also cast as Lopmon and Luca in Digimon Fusion. As we get into 2014, and she'd be probably going back and forth between LA and Funimation at this point, or LA and Dallas at this point, she was cast as Bacho Moki in Iki Tozen Extreme Executor, as Nenene Fujiwara in Codebreaker. She reprised her role as Kazari Uehara in A Certain Magical Index 2. Also in the Sailor, starting in 2014, she was cast as Minako Aino, aka Sailor Venus, in the Viz Media dubs of Sailor Moon and Sailor Moon Crystal. She was also cast as Kanon Ozu in Coppelion. Very interesting anime there about, basically some girls trying to retrieve people from a kind of a wasted area, post-apocalyptic kind of thing. Then in 2015, she was cast as Toto in Magi, the Kingdom of Magic series. And I recommend you guys check out the Magi series because that's a fun series to watch. It's kind of the Japanese take on the whole 1001 Arabian Tales saga. You'd have Aladdin, Alibaba, and and Sinbad all involved in that. So you guys might want to check that out. And then in the Hyper Dimension Neptunia, the animation series, she was cast as Plusha, Iris Heart. Um, see, in the episode of This Is a Real Fight and Soul Eater Not, she reprised the role as Patty Thompson. As I said before, this coming in 2000, coming in 2015 and 16. From 2015 to 2017, she reprised her role as Minako, Aino, Sailor Venus, and Sailor Moon Crystal. Also in 2015, she was cast as Kiriko Kiyuna in Daler, the sound robot. And then as we get into 2016, she became part of the Mobile Suit Gundam series. Her first role was in Iron Blood Orphans as Cordelia Ina Bernstein, and then she was cast as Claudia Pierre in Mobile Suit Gundam Thunderbolt December Sky. She was also cast as Fan Shinglo in The Asterisk War, and she was Airi Katagiri in Erased. As we get into 2017, she was cast as Princess Kaguya in the Garo Crimson Moon series, Mutsuki in Konkoli Kantai Collection, and then she was also cast in the NYAV post-dub of Mobile Suit Gundam Seed as Kagali Yula Atha. And then in Garo Vanishing Line, she was cast as Lizzie. Okay, actually, that was the end of her credits in 2017. As we get into 2018 here, she was cast as Lizzie in Garo Vanishing Line. Also, for Toonami in episode 5A, she was cast as Papaco in Pop Team Epic. As I said, right now you should be seeing a lot of her or hearing a lot of her on Toonami. I said with the Sword Art Online series, among other things. She was cast as Pixie Bob in season 3 of My Hero Academia. She actually took on the role of Ayeka in the OVA I Tenchi Muyo, as well as anyways, because another one of her current major roles right now is as Sarada Uchiha in Boruto Naruto Next Generation, as well as voicing Anko Mitarashi and Kirotsuchi. Anko Mitarashi, basically the Tokobotsu, the specialist Jonin, who was at one time a disciple of, or a student of Orochimaru, and Kurotsuchi, who is in Boruto the fourth Tsuchikage, her in that role. Also, she was. Anyways, she cast as Iris Canary in Violet Evergarden. And then in the Netflix, here in 2019, the work. These are some of her more recent works that she's been in. She was cast in the Netflix dub of Neon Genesis Evangelion as Pen Pen. She was a red blood cell in Cells at Work, and then in To the Abandoned Sacred Beast, she was Lisa Runecastle. So, with all that being said, that those are the roles of Cherami Leigh. I hope you found this important. I know there were some other, yeah, I know there were some little noises. I hope you guys can get past that. And I hope that you found this. Um, hope you found it informative. Maybe you guys will go back and check out some of her early works, or even check out some of the newer stuff coming out. Because Karami's a pretty, she's a pretty good voice actress. Pretty prolific, and I'm sure many fans out there appreciate her work. And always remember, guys, if you want these voice actors at the conventions, what you have to do is you have to contact your local conventions and ask for them. They have to be invited by the convention. Now I know Karami is one who is actually more on the convention scene and more, but I hope that you guys watch these voices videos, you'll become more aware of not just some that you already know, but also others that maybe you don't. Um, and with that, you can check the links below. Um, my Twitter handle will be down there. If you want to, contact me directly, you can DM me, or you can, of course, comment on the video. And don't forget, this is going to be a premiere episode. So I hope to see you guys there. Hope to have some good conversations with you. Um, and let me see what else. Um, oh yeah, I'm also promoting a bunch of other dub companies. Remember, Funimation is not the only game in town, people. I have links to some of the other dub companies that you guys might want to check out. See what works they have to check out. Whatever you can find, whether it's on here or whether it's elsewhere. Whether through my VA profiles or convention previews or what have you. Find out everything you can. Also, of course, I'm still promoting Vic's GoFundMe, and you probably, by the time this is going to air, you probably have already heard this. I just found out a few minutes, just prior to recording this video that Vic is going to appeal all counts. So it's not over, but I'll talk more about that on on Monday's edition of On the Mic, which will have already aired by the time you guys see this. But I know that by the time you see this, you'll know that Vic is in fact appealing all counts. So that's a bit of good news. Um, let's see what else. Oh, and if you like this content, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I always look forward to the conversation. Now, this video is the first produced, but it will probably be like the sixth shown. The first produced on my new computer with my new camera. At least from what I can tell, it does look better. So hopefully it looks better to you guys. I know some of you were complaining that my previous videos may not have been the best video quality. Hopefully this is better. Um, so with that, so I'll so with that, as I said, I hope you like, comment, share, and subscribe. I always look forward to the conversation with you guys. As long as it's respectful and, again, nothing harassing, nothing taunting, and nothing nasty. I believe with most of you, I don't have to worry about that. So, I'd like to give that warning. And I usually, as long as it's respectful, as long as it's on point, I will generally reply to the comments. So I look forward to the conversations with you guys, and until I will most likely see you on Monday, Monday the 14th, for my next on the mic video. But by the time you guys see this, it'll be Friday at 5, and I hope to see you all I hope to be having a good conversation with you guys as we're watching the premiere together. Until then, bye.